Hi guys, welcome back to another session of Salesforce. In this session of Salesforce, what we're going to learn is it's about reports. So let's make a note of it first. What are reports? Reports are nothing but it's a summarized information of data. So what we use is reports for. So basically we use this reports to get a forecast about what is happening in the organization. You can get it on a daily basis, you can get it on a weekly basis, you can get it on a monthly basis. Depends upon what is your requirement is. So how do you navigate to reports? On your dashboard, you have a tab called reports. You click on reports, you'll be navigated to the page reports. So here there are a lot of different folders where you can save your reports. If you want to create your own personalized folder, then right. So if you want to create your personal folder where you want to store all your reports, you can create a new reports folder here, as well as you can also create a new dashboard folder, which you're going to learn about in the next class. All right. So to create a new folder, just type on new folder, give it a folder name, and the unique value will be automatically determined once you press on the tab, and it will be saved. All right. So how do you create a new report? And what are kinds of reports we have? Types of reports, basically. So we're talking a lot about reports. So what types we have? We have tabular report, which is nothing but all the report is denoted in the tabular format. Summarized report, a summarized information of all the reports, which we're going to take a look at to in a few minutes. Matrix report, which will be represented in rows and columns. Joint report, it's nothing but it's a combination of summarized and a matrix reports. So how do you create a new report, and what all reports can we create? So let's go into it. Let's click on new. All right, see, here is what we have, a preview of what it will look like. So we have a combination of few objects. See, you have account and contacts, and you have a plus symbol. Once you click on the plus symbols, you will get furthermore few other objects. So what we have, we can pull out the data from accounts. You can also get the data from accounts and contacts, combination of accounts and contacts, accounts with partners, with account teams, so on. As well as, you see, if you can click on opportunities, you have opportunities with products and all. So every object has its own different types of layouts, like layouts with the options where you can get your report. So I'm just trying to pull out the account report right now. I've selected the account, and your custom objects will be in the other folders. You click on plus over here. See, all the custom objects that you create are stored here in the other folder. So as of now, because I'm just pulling out the account data, I've clicked on account, and we have an option called create. I'm creating it. All right, see, we have few data, but this is a custom range. Basically, that custom range is nothing but where we select a time period from this date to an X to Y date. But I'm taking the range for all time, so that we have a lot of data where we can check out what all things can be done here. If you can see here, this is a tabular report. See, preview of tabular, and if you want it in summarized, you just click on summarize, you get summarized. See, this is summarized, where it's based on groups. You have to group it, and you have something called as add chat, which will just come in a bit. We have matrix here as well. See, matrix, and we have joined. See, we have joined here. All right, this is the joint format of the report. Let's go into for the first tabular format. See, this is how it is in. It's in the table format. You have your account owner name, account name, type, rating, last activities, last modified by state and provisions. So if you don't want something, say example, see, the last activities is null. There's nothing here, no data field. So if you don't want this, you can just drag and drop it here. See, it's gone. Likewise, if you want something else, like if you want to add rating is already here. Like say example, you want to add the ownership, just drag and drop. Yep, see, the ownership will be here. So this is about the reports. So we have something called as bucket fields. Add a bucket field. So bucket field is nothing but regrouping of a pick list value. So let's say I want to regroup this one. I'm just giving it a bucket name because you can give it whatever name you want. So how do you create the buckets? You have new bucket. I'll say it is hot, or else let's say final client. So in the final client, I'm clicking on hot and I'm moving there, moving to final client. See, this is moved. You can also move all these three things as well. It depends what you want to do and what you don't want to do. Based on the group pick list values, you can actually regroup them again. I'm clicking on OK. See, I have a new bucket here called as final client, which is related to hot. So it is to easily identify what your clients are. Hot leads are nothing but they are going to really convert into an account or a contact. So that's the reason I put it under the final client. So let's go back to summary again. See here, drop a field here to group. So basically, if you want to pull out a chart, you need to have little values there. For the values to come, I've dropped a rating, as well as I want to know. Okay, what else can we drop? Okay, we have pulled out a data in which I'll show it with one record itself. So add a chart. You can add a chart. See, basically you have horizontal bar chart, you have vertical bar chart, you have line chart, pie chart, donut chart, funnel chart, and your scatter chart. See, this is going to be the preview here. If you can see, you get all the previews here. Likewise, you can also check with the rest of the things. So we have something called as x-axis and y-axis. So on the x-axis, you can say whatever you want. So basically, if you have grouped in three or four different values, you can select what you want to show it on the x-axis and what you want to show it on the y-axis. This is also called as grouped by. We have only inserted one value, so that's the reason it is not popping up. So when you insert 2-3 values, you'll get this one. You can select how do you want this grouping to be happen. Okay, so you have another thing called as formatting. So it is giving us chart title. If you want to give this chart a title, say let's example I want to give it as a demo. Okay, I'm giving it a title and it is asking me what is the pixel length that you want to have. You want it in 12 pixels, you have 18, whatever you want, and the colors. You can select a wide range of colors based on what you want to see. See here the chart line. How do you want this demo title to be there? So basically that color is not visible, so let us put it in a vibrant color. See, and you have text format. So how do you want the text format to be? You want it in black, blue. See, everything is changing here. And you have background grid. How do you want the grid to be? From left to right, right to left, diagonal. Y-axis, you can select it on a manual basis or you can leave it on an automatic basis. You have legend position, where do you want the legend to be? Show it on the axis, x-axis values, enable hover, nothing but it will just move. So chart position, above the report, below the report. Chart size, what is the size of the chart you want? You want it in tiny chart, you want a medium chart. You can select whatever you want. See, it's a tiny chart. You press on OK. You're getting a small chat here. See, it is what you have grouped upon. You can also add another things. What we have, you can also add type here. You also have 7 here. See, if you want now, go back to the chat again and you can actually check them as well. You can delete the chat or edit as well. See, now you have type as well here on y-axis. On x-axis you have record count. On y-axis you have rating. So basically this is how you pull a chart. So chart is only available in summary, matrix. See, on matrix also we have chart. On joint, it is not available in tabular format. So let's see what the preview will look like. You can actually, how you run a report is you have an option called run report. Just run it and you'll get your preview of a report, how the report is. Okay, total records we have is 19 records. Alright, you have summarized information. How do you want this to be? You have other fields. I'm running a report again. Okay, now you can customize it from here. You can print it, you can export the data as well. Now save. So it is asking us save. I'm saying ACC. Already there's something ACC report. So where it is hiding in my personal custom reports. Save and return to report. Alright, so now say example you want to schedule a report. How do you schedule a report? Schedule for future. Scheduling a report. It's a running user is, it will be you. This email you can actually email it to yourself, or if you have someone else like your manager or your team lead or someone and you want to have them in the loop, you can actually add. See, this is a training account, so that's the reason we don't have too many groups or anything, because we can only create one user, and through one user we cannot do anything else. So when it comes to the real time usage, you will have bunch of users here, so you can add them, you can remove them based on your criteria. See, the frequency, you can use it daily, weekly, monthly, every weekend, every day. You can click on every day as well. Start time, end time, everything is here. So this is how you actually schedule a report. See, you have a timing as well when you want this report to be, is it on 1 a.m., 4 a.m. or 10 p.m. that you want this report to reach you. Alright, so this is about the reports. Alright, so in the next session we'll try to understand, okay, let's try to also understand a few more reports. So I'm clicking on reports again. So this is account report. So I'm clicking on account report, save. My report is already saved, so I don't have to do anything. So when you want to access this report, you will find it under my custom reports. So likewise, if you want to create another report related to another object, just click on that and you will be able to create it. See, look at the preview here. Create. Frequency. Let's say I want it all time, because all time you will get a bunch of records. See, you have a lot of records here. So as I've told you previously, you can add fields, you can remove the fields. See, this next step is not required, I'm removing it. There's a lot of values here. Owner role, I don't require it, I'm removing it. So we have seen tabular. Let's look into summarized. So this is what a summarized will look like. Matrix, again matrix. Drop a field here, you can drop a field. Opportunity name. See, everything looks quite different here. So it depends what is the kind of report that you want. You can create it depending upon your requirement, basically. Okay, so this is all about the reports and dashboards. Okay, so in the next session what we're going to do is we'll learn about the dashboards. Like, we have pulled a report, you want to represent that report. There is no point in you just getting this data, right? You're working on a CRM tool. When you're working on a CRM tool, you want to display all these things. So in the next session we'll learn about the dashboards as well. Hope you have understood this pretty good, and thank you very much.